Hey!
Whoa.
What's up?
Why are you yelling at me?
I don't know. I'm hyped now.
Hell yeah. Boys, it's another week.
Another week, my dude. Finally.
I love it.
Fucking been waiting for this week all last week, dude.
That's right. Been waiting since last Monday for this Monday.
That's right.
I got a quick question that is going to tie into the show later here.
Okay.
So, obviously, Field of Dreams game happened Thursday.
Sure.
Manfred has already confirmed that Field of Dreams will happen again next year.
Okay.
So my question for you boys is a very, very simple one. Who do you think should be in it next year?
Depending on what San Francisco does the rest of the year, maybe them, but I'd like to see a Dodgers-Padgers.
Dodgers-Padgers?
Yeah.
That'd be good.
That'd be a good one. I feel like I'm supposed to say Cards-Cubs, like geographically it makes sense and all that, but I don't know that would be the hottest matchup next year.
No, I wouldn't pick them for sure. I'd pick
Maybe
the Braves and the Reds
Mets.
before.
Oh, Braves, Mets, maybe even.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Ooh.
So I don't know how it would play in. Oh shit, we kissing dudes today.
Half of the house.
I don't know how well it would play in the cornfield, but I feel like Yankees Red Sox would be fun.
I also thought that.
I was thinking Red Sox, but I couldn't think of who. I don't know if you want to have a team do it again that did it this year or not.
Right. That was also my thing.
Yep.
Fuck it. Let's just do Dodgers Padres, dudes.
I'd be down with that.
Get old Tatis running around out there in a corn maze, bruh.
Dude, that'd be so fun. Or like, oh yeah. Let's say Angels too if you can get Ohtani out there, but
but they have to be good, you know.
Right. I definitely like the Dodgers and Padres better.
Yep. All right, well, let's get her going.
You're listening to the Upper Decker Podcast.
All right. So we have episode 77, number 77. I chose Clint Frazier.
Nice.
We're going to talk about Clint. I got into his time in the bigs, and it's a shit show, let's be honest. So
it's a roller coaster for sure.
Yeah. So we're going to start, just back in high school. Apparently he was like one of the best high school players of like this century. He won National Player of the Year in 2012 as a junior and played in the Under Armour All-American game. That year he hit 424 with 24 dingers as a junior in high school.
Didn't he draw like right-handed Bryce Harper comparisons back in high school?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
His senior year, his slash line's just outrageous. 485, 561, 573 for a 1134 OPS. 17 dingers, 45 ribs, 56 games, and he probably only played like fucking 35 games or something. And that year he was actually named Gatorade's National Player of the Year. He signed up to go to the University of Georgia to be a Georgia Bulldog and went into the draft after that and was drafted 5th overall by the Indians and received a $3.5 million signing bonus. So good for him. And then he was just flipped to the Yankees right off the rip almost for Aroldis Chapman that year. Or no, I'm sorry, for Andrew Miller.
Yeah.
Miller, I barely know her. He debuted on July 1st, 2017 with the Yankees. Now, this is where it starts to get fucking hairy, boys, because this dude has produced, but the Yankees just abused the man. So he collected his first hit and homer in his debut. He went 2 for 4 with a double and a dinger. Exactly 1 week later, he had a 3-run walk-off home run against the Brewers and Corey Knebel when he was having a hell of a year.
Heyday, yeah.
Yeah. He began 2018 on the IL with concussion symptoms, but he was called up in May 15th. He was sent down May 21st.
Okay.
So 6 days later. He was called up June 4th, sent down June 5th, called up June 18th. He hit what would have been a go-ahead home run against the Rays, but the ball actually hit a speaker hanging from the ceiling, fell back into play.
Fucking trop.
And they caught it, so it was a pop out. He was immediately sent down June 23rd, so 5 days after that. July 8th, he's called back up. September 5th, he's shut down for lingering concussion issues. So I get that one. There's injury. Take care of your brains, my guys.
Sure.
Spring training 2019, Aaron Boone basically told him, you don't have a shot to make the team this year. We just acquired Stanton and this and that and the other. So cool your jets. We're going to start in the minors this year. Needless to say, he was called up on April 2nd because Hicks, Stanton, and Jacoby Ellsbury all went down. So
Stanton and Ellsbury got hurt?
Right. No shit.
No.
So April 2nd, he's called up. April 6th, he pinch hit against the Orioles in the 6th and hit a go-ahead 3-run home run. So he's doing it out here.
Right.
The following day, he went 4 for 5 with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. Crushing it. Killing the game. June 16th, he's optioned to AAA due to Edwin Encarnacion being acquired. 2020, he breaks camp with the team. The 26th, so I know July was when the season started. It was like late July, right? July like 24th or something, I believe.
Something about
yeah,
that,
you're right. Yeah, right around there.
So July 26th, he's sent to the alternate training camp. He had never even played in a game that year. They were just like, fucking get out of here. He was recalled again on August 11th when Stanton went down again. And it's just crazy. Like, how many times can you be sent down and called back up when you're producing?
He's got to be out of options at this point.
He
Like,
has
he
to
has to be.
Just give the man a fucking chance. It's crazy. He's not doing too well this year, but I don't really blame him because how are you even going to be happy out there? You don't get consistent play. So, how are you even going to be happy or good?
Yeah.
But his 162 game averages look pretty decent. He's batting about 240 with a 400 slugging, 761 OPS. Not terrible, but could hit 21 home runs, 70 RBIs and runs each. And that's just from him playing part-time. We haven't even seen Clint Frazier full-time yet.
Right. That's with going back and forth to Scranton and the Bronx.
He averages 46 games a season just because of how they treat him. He's had 5 years and only averages 46 games. But Red Thunder is his nickname.
Ooh, I like
Red
that.
Thunder will be entering his first year of arbitration after this season at age 26.
Okay.
So had he been playing full-time, he could have been arbitration eligible. He could almost be done with arbitration now.
Sure.
Instead, he's just now starting, so he won't even be a free agent until his year 30 season.
Yeah, 29, 28, between 28 and 29, yeah.
So, I don't know, it just sucks. But what do you guys think about Frazier? I do want to ask this because he's intriguing to me still. Do you think that he stays? I mean, obviously he's going to stay with the Yankees if they fucking want him, but he was kind of vocal about not really wanting to be there because he's been brought up in trade conversations and all the misuse and shit.
Right.
He wants to go somewhere else, I think. Where would you like to see Frazier end up, or what does he have to do to be a Yankees everyday guy? It's crazy.
Well,
It's probably not going to happen on the Yankees.
Right.
no.
Well, I mean, if it was going to happen, I think it would be this year because they had Stanton and Judge,
Right.
and they were
Right.
still looking for a third outfielder. It's like, bro, you got Clint Frazier.
Right.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, and they went and got Joey Gallo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, right. Shit.
There's a player, you're not going to like this, Ty,
Okay.
that I just realized this as you were giving your little rundown of Clint, and I looked someone else up. There is a current player that is in a shockingly similar to Clint Frazier. Harrison Bader.
Oh, yeah, sure.
They've literally both been in the league since 2017. They're both arbitration eligible next year. Their batting averages are 2 points apart. Their OPS is Harrison Bader's 732 career, 761 for Clint Frazier. They're right there.
Mm-hmm.
They're almost, I mean, maybe not defensively, but they're almost the same player.
That's crazy.
That's kind of wild.
Kind of what happened with Bader is he had to get to the point where the Cardinals were, willing to give him that everyday job.
Mm-hmm.
We traded all our all-star outfielders away, and it was kind of just his for the taking. But I don't see that happening in New York, though. I think he's going to have to get traded, or his career is just going to.
You know where I actually really like him?
Where?
And you actually will like this, Ty, but I like him in Atlanta a lot, especially with Ozuna's contract uncertainty.
I would love
he can go out there and doesn't have to be so. I come up with that tone partly with what you're saying about Harrison Bader. I think Bader started to shine when he realized he didn't have to be the star outfielder.
Right.
And once the fans kind of start realizing like he's not supposed to be like the all-star outfielder, it's just the fact that he's out slugging everybody else goes to show how bad the outfield is. Mm-hmm. So he goes out there and he doesn't have to be the superstar because Acuna's already the superstar.
Right. So
you can throw Frazier in left, and I kind of like that outfield actually a lot.
I like it a lot too. Yeah, send him down to Atlanta. I'll take him. All right. Well, that was a little bit longer of an intro than I generally do, but it was just a crazy, crazy route that I had to explore.
Sure.
Tone, you got birthdays for us this week, right?
You know we got some birthdays. First up is Mr. Akil Baddoo. He is 23 this week. I love this dude, man.
I do too.
He's kind of been through a lot baseball-wise for someone that's just turning 23. He got drafted by the Twins, actually. I didn't realize that in the second round of the 2016 draft. Played 4 seasons in their minor league system before undergoing Tommy John in 2019. Would have come back in 20, but there was no minor league season due to the pandemic. Through all that, the Twins ended up not including them on their 40-man. So the Tigers picked him up in the 2020 Rule 5 draft. And he came up hot this year. He made a name for himself in spring training, made the team, kind of a surprise. He became the second player in Tigers history to homer on the first pitch of their career. First pitch awesome. You ever saw.
God, that's so cool.
Hit a bomb. Then the next day, he walloped a grand slam. The day after that, he added a walk-off single, and the day after that, he got a triple and an outfield assist.
So, I love me some Baddoo, baby.
Dude just came out swinging, man. I'm excited to see how he fits into that like young team because, like I said, he's been around in baseball for a little while, but he's only 23, so
right,
he could fit really well into that young core that they're trying to build around. So,
for sure.
I mean, he's having a great season so far. He's batting .267, OPS of 800, 10 home runs, 45 RBIs. He leads the league in triples, so he's got some fucking wheels on him.
For a guy that they got for literally nothing in a Rule 5 draft, you take that all day long.
Shit,
right.
14 stolen bases, too.
He's a quick little dude.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Yep. All right. Next birthday is Jesse. I barely know her. Winker.
Yeah.
He earned his first All-Star nod this season. Good for him. Mm-hmm. Currently leads the National League in doubles and total bases. He's also got 24 home runs for good measure. Interesting because he's had a pretty damn good career so far. Mm-hmm. Just hasn't quite got all the playing time until recently. He actually has a higher WAR this season than in his previous 4 years combined.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Jesus.
But that makes it sound like it's surprising, though, because if you go and look, like he's got a solid OPS every season. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. He 904 in 2017, 836, 830, 932, and then 955 this year. So it's definitely his best season. But
sure. It's also, I think this is his first full season, like you were saying.
Yeah, he played 113 games in 2019, but he's doing big stuff right now. Exciting player for sure.
Guys, after this show, I'm gonna winker my Baddoo so good.
Winker your Baddoo. Okay.
Yeah, take it for what it is.
All right, yeah. Fit this next one in there too. We got our Tony Tones dope name of the day, and your last birthday, it's Baby Doll Jacobson. Love that name.
I do like that a lot.
He would be 131 this week.
Ooh, pretty big old.
Pretty big old, man. He was a center fielder in the early 1900s. He was listed at 6'3", 215, which was pretty damn huge at the time. Mm-hmm. That's like standard now, but batted a career 311 over 11 seasons, mostly with the St. Louis Browns. He was a solid fielder too. At one point in his career, or one point after his career, he held 13 different fielding records.
Wow.
Yep. This is funny though. Despite how good of a fielder he was, one season when he was playing in Boston, he went 7 consecutive games without recording a putout or an assist.
Oh my god!
How fucking boring.
Yeah, and I don't think there was like a bunch of errors in there. Like I think just happenstance, dude was just out there in the outfield, just no action. Ball's just not coming to you. Could you imagine going out there 7 games in a row and not seeing any action, just standing out there?
I get pissed when I do one night at softball and I don't get a ball hit to me, dude.
Right.
That's
Dude,
insane.
After about 2 innings, it gets fucking old.
Yeah.
So 7 games? Nah, bro.
Yeah, it's like, why am I even running all the way out of here? They're not going to hit it to me, dude.
Right.
Shit.
Right.
But anyways, those are your birthdays and Tony Tone's dope name of the day. Baby doll just grinning at all Todd Frazier.
Baddoo and Winker are so serious.
Yeah, they really are.
I was trying to squeeze his name into that gross sentence that I said, but I don't know how.
You got to be careful with that one.
Yeah, you maybe don't. You don't want to go that route.
Hey, baby doll, come winker my Baddoo.
Okay.
There, okay.
Or Baddoo my winker. Which one's better, guys? I want to know.
Baddoo the Winker.
Okay. Come Baddoo my winker. Alrighty, boys. Well, before we get into Wheelhouse and stuff, let's talk about this. I want everybody here right now listening and or watching to head over to anchor.fm/upperdeckerpod/support. Become a monthly contributor there for $1, $5, or $10. And all of that goes right back into the show, buys new mics, new equipment, helps us pay all of our subscription fees that we have to keep the show going, and just helps improve the show as a whole. If you don't want to do a monthly subscription, you can go over to PayPal. It's paypal.me/upperdeckerpod. You can do a one-time donation. Anything over $20, I'll wear a t-shirt or I'll say some dumb shit. Just tell me what to do.
Please do.
Please. It's getting boring around here. These guys are really, really, really boring me. You too.
Wow. Okay. Thanks. Love you too, Ty.
Well, I just want to wear a funny shirt, dude. Fuck. That's all I want. Okay?
That's
all
fair.
right. It's Wheelhouse time, boys. Tone,
Wheelhouse!
Okay, sick. I want you to talk about this one because I know that you like him a lot.
I do like him a lot. So a little bit of who's hot for you. Alek Manoah from the Toronto Blue Jays. The 23-year-old rookie is absolutely killing it this year. He's had 11 career starts all this season. He's 5-1 with a 2.59 ERA and a 1.017 whip.
Whip.
This past Wednesday, he struck out a career high 11 batters versus the Angels. I am just super excited. Toronto, the one thing they've been lacking is pitching, and they're finally getting some, man. I mean, Ryu's a great pitcher. They're getting a career year out of Robbie Ray. He's still striking people out, but keeping his ERA down. And then you got a guy like Manoah stepping up, and that doesn't even include, Nate Pearson, who's been hurt and stuff.
Or
so
the trade for Jose Barrios.
Yep. And then
all of a sudden that starting rotation is looking real fucking good up north of the border.
Steven Matz to fall back. Or am I saying? Yeah, Steven Matz. Yeah,
Matz number 5. Yeah.
Yep. So
I like that. Talking about just crazy pitching, dude. Corbin Burns the other day, my dudes. I love me some Corbin Burns. He struck out 10 straight versus the Cubbies, which,
dude,
it's Cubbies, but 10 straight strikeouts is insane.
It's still a Major League Baseball team.
Literally only happened twice.
Right.
And it's happened, or 3 times now. But
right. Yeah, he tied the MLB record. He ended up with 15 Ks on the night total. So that boy's just out here fucking sitting them down left and right. He holds a 2.23 ERA, a .926 WHIP through 20 starts this season, and he leads all of MLB in FIP, home run per 9, walk per 9, and K per 9.
Jeez.
So he's out here fucking doing it. He's got 172 strikeouts to 21 walks.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous.
So at this point, he might end up close to 300 strikeouts on the season.
Yeah. Stays healthy, keeps pitching well. Yeah, he's going to be right there flirting with it for sure.
That's wild, man. I love this cat. I like seeing I like that. He's ace status for sure. If the Brewers didn't have Woodruff going off this season and Peralta going off this season. Like Corbin's obviously your clear front runner there, but
yeah,
man,
I think he's still their ace.
I would say so too now.
I mean, I'm not opposed. I love it.
Yeah. I love this next one too. Let's just keep the pitching going on here.
Hell yeah.
Especially since I picked him as my preseason rookie of the year. Tristan Mackenzie, boys. He took a perfect game, not just a no-no, but a perfect game into the 8th.
Mm-hmm.
4 outs away before giving up the single there. And before this one, he had never actually finished more than 7 innings in a game and had never thrown more than 93 pitches. So, and for a guy, you know, we've talked about him on the show a bunch of times, things he needs to do is work on his control, right? So, again, we kind of mentioned it in our group chat. It wasn't just a no-no, which is impressive in its own right, but no walks. It was a perfect game. No walks, no hit by pitch, anything like that. So that was awesome. And it also happened 9 years to the day after Felix threw his perfect game, which is the most recent in MLB too. So
that King Felix perfecto was, oh God, it's insane. That shit gets me in the feels every time I see him. Like, he fucking strikes him out and bah, bah, bah. Yeah, oh God, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I wanted Tristan to get it so bad.
Yeah, and he points out to the King's corner.
Right.
Yep.
Felix. Oh man, the jam.
Hey, speaking of no-nos.
Hold on, I want to do this one. You do the other.
All right.
Tyler Gilbert, just fellow Tyler. Fucking
sure.
Sick name, bro. Sick name. He no-hits the Padres in his first career start. So I think it was his 4th appearance. He had 3 relief appearances before. This is his first start. Whole family's in attendance. They're all watching. And the boy goes out there and no-hits the Padres. Apparently, a year ago, he was working as an electrician with his dad to make money without the season, the minor league season last year. So just, out here just fucking doing it, man. Working electrician stuff and then coming out and being electric on the field. You know what I mean?
Hey.
I like it. I see what you did there.
He allowed 3 walks, which were all to Tommy Pham. So that's kind of crazy. I know that he got real lucky on one of them because Tommy Pham was on first, and whoever, I think it was Adam Frazier, was batting, and he ripped that liner down first, and Pavin Smith caught it and doubled up Tommy Pham at second. Like, that was an easy double, triple run scored probably.
Right. Wow.
But they just had perfect placement on it. It was amazing. He struck out 5 on 102 total pitches, so not terrible amount of pitches, especially for a complete game no-hitter in 2021. So
right.
The last pitcher to throw a no-no in their first career start was Bobo Holloman in 1953.
Hell yeah.
The other 2 were prior to 1900. That's the 8th no-hitter this season, tying 1884 for the most in a year. Do we break the record, boys?
Yeah.
I think one more gets thrown at least.
Yeah, we got time.
What's my 2 favorite parts about this? One, it was in Arizona, a noted hitter's park, right? Like fucking humidor. But also, dude, his dad's reaction was the fucking best.
Yeah.
He was so pumped.
Say it, Ty.
Makes me want a dad so bad.
Why have one when you can have 2?
That's right.
That's true. Dude, we're just on the roll with the pitching this week, man.
Crazy week for pitching, dude.
So some more who's hot. Adam Wainwright, dude. I don't get it. Like, this dude is reverse aging or something. He pitched a complete game shutout on just 88 pitches Wednesday versus Pittsburgh.
That's
good old-fashioned Maddox.
What's that?
It's good old-fashioned Maddox right there.
Good old Maddox, which I believe is under 100, correct?
Correct.
Complete game shutout under 100 pitches.
Yes. So I did a little homework, did some digging, okay?
Yep.
Hear me out.
I'm hearing.
That was the lowest pitch count in a 9-inning shutout this season. So Zach Gallen and Hyunjin Ryu both had 7-inning shutouts with 83 pitches. But for a 9-inning shutout, that was the lowest one this season. In fact, him and German Marquez are the only 2 pitchers with shutouts this season under 100. Okay?
Ooh, okay.
The last shutout that was less than 88 pitches was Kyle Hendricks in May 2019. Before that was Corey Kluber in July 2014. So that's how rare, that few amount of pitches for a complete game shutout is. So I actually went all the way back to the year 2000. So from 2000 through today, there have been 1,180 complete game shutouts thrown.
Okay.
Of those 1,180, there have only been 12 that were 9 innings and took less pitches than Wainwright's 88.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
12 that were 9 innings. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And that's from 2000.
Yeah,
That's
there were
insane.
only 12 9-inning complete game shutouts in the last 21 years that were more efficient than Wainwright's the other night.
Dang.
So I mentioned, we mentioned the Maddox.
Mm-hmm.
Greg Maddux himself in his career had 13 complete game shutouts under 100 pitches.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The MLB as a whole in 21 years hasn't even had that.
Wow.
That's insanity.
Yeah, that's wild. I guess Pittsburgh's real bad, huh? Like if Adam Wainwright can shut him out on 88 pitches, dude.
I hate
They're
you,
terrible.
but, I mean, he actually hasn't lost a game to Pittsburgh since April 3rd, 2016.
Yeah. How could you?
I mean, they're still a baseball team. Get out of here. Talk about your boy.
Yeah, do your next
One
one.
of your boys.
Ooh, Ozzy? You want me to talk about Ozzy a little
Talk
bit
about
here?
Ozzy.
Do it.
He walked it off for Atlanta in the bottom of the 11th the other day versus the Reds. They were down by 2, and he took Lucas Sims deep to right, dude. Deep to right. It was fucking beautiful. Ozzy's actually kind of on a tear right now. So the last 7 games, he's batting 300. On base is 364. His slugging is an 867. So
Okay. Jesus.
comes out to a 1.230 OPS. In those 7 games, he's got 5 home runs, 10 RBIs, no doubles, but a triple, and 4 other hits. So he's kind of just fucking going off. And man, we were talking about it a little bit the other day. He's one of, if not the best second baseman in the league, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to be top 2.
Yeah. I mean, I think the repertoire and like the reputation of like Jose Altuve kind of puts him, I think, into the number 1 spot.
He's the only other one that I would consider above him, yes. But I could hear arguments for both.
Exactly.
Yeah, it depends if you're talking about literally this season or if you're saying kind of in general.
Correct. Yeah.
At this point in time, you know.
Yeah, I think it's nice seeing Ozzy do this because he can do it from both sides of the plate. But when you see Acuna go down, and you know that that's your ultimate spark plug in the lineup is Acuna.
Sure.
It's nice to see another guy like this be able to step up and do the shit that he's doing because, like, Freddie Freeman's not slacking this year either. He's also in the MVP running still, and people are just sleeping on him again.
Right. Jorge Soler's turned it to a whole new level.
Soler's turned it up. Duvall's back to being comfortable with Atlanta. He's crushing. Austin Riley's having a hell of a season.
Yes, he is.
So I like what I see. I've actually turned around on the Braves here in the last like 3 weeks.
Why? Because they're in first in the division now.
Finally moved in the first place. They're above 500. Everything's trending positive, and I'm feeling a little bit better. I was nervous there for a sec.
Good. I'm also feeling better about the state of baseball because one of the faces of baseball is back and fucking killed it in his game back.
El Nino,
Fernando Tatis Jr. came off the IL again. Played right field for the first time ever in his professional career, and just decided to go and hit 2 home runs against Zach Allen. And so they ended up winning 8-2 that game. Afterwards, he said, he was quoted saying, "Just make them remember why they miss you." Are you fucking kidding me? Like, dude, never played right field in his pro career ever. Comes back, hits 2 fucking ding dongs, leads the team to victory.
Right. I was talking about it the other day when he did this, man. I've never seen anybody play the game this easy. Everything that he does is easy. Hitting, swinging, fielding. I mean, I know that he leads the league in errors at shortstop and shit, but I don't give a damn. He makes the crazy, extreme, improbable plays all the time. He fucks up like the easy ones. I don't know. I'm
going to give you a stat that you're really going to appreciate because I really appreciate it. If you compare him and Ozzie Smith through their total number of games played to this point in their career, Tatis actually has less errors than Ozzie did at this point.
There we go. Perfect.
And Ozzie is historically one of the greatest shortstops of baseball.
I mean, he got into the Hall of Fame strictly for being good at defending.
Correct.
So you are correct there, sir. All right. So let's move on now to who's not hot, boys. We got a couple of them here. Tone, you know what? Take this one because I want to talk about something else.
Oh boy, Jake Arrieta. He was placed on waivers by the Cubs. He held a 5-11 record with a 6.88 ERA this season.
Big oof. Farmington, Missouri boy.
Farmington, Missouri. Not great for old Jake. But then all of a sudden, I believe today, the Padres decided they're going to sign Jake Arrieta.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of weird. Don't know if
weird.
I fully understand it. He hasn't been good. I've never been a big Arrieta fan. That has nothing to do with the fact that he played for the Cubs. I mean, he was stupid good for like 2 seasons in a row.
2015, yeah.
Yeah, like historically good. But he didn't have the track record before that, and it pretty much went downhill right after that.
If you look into it, his tenure in Baltimore was decent. Because I would draft him every year in fantasy, and he always snuck under the radar because he was a decent pitcher. And then I read up on it, and I think he's got another pitch in his arsenal that Baltimore didn't want him to throw. I think it's his cutter or some type of a changeup or something. When he came to Chicago, he was like, "Hey, I have this pitch. They didn't want me throwing it over there," and the Cubs were basically just like, "Throw whatever the hell you want, man." And that was 2015 when he had that season where he fucking just went off the charts with it. So I really like Jake Arrieta. I want to see a reclamation thing. I thought this would be the year going back to Chicago, being comfortable, doing all that, but I don't know, man. He's fallen off so hard since going to Philly.
Yeah, he has. I don't know what else to say about him, but I mean, best of luck to him, I guess, in San Diego. But Ty, you brought something up. What does Mackenzie Gore need to do to get a shot in the big leagues?
I apparently have no idea. He should be there now already.
Sure.
So
it boils down to who do you think is the better pitcher right now? Jake Arrieta right now or Mackenzie Gore right now?
Well, not even like Jake Arrieta right now, because you've got like Ryan Weathers, who's going to be like your 5th. Well, maybe I guess Arrieta might be your 5th, but
Weathers is good though. I do like Weathers.
Weathers is good. Yeah, you've got so many good starters. Like, I mean, you're right. Why would you sign an Arrieta when you have Mackenzie waiting there? Like,
I'm assuming it's for the bullpen, right?
I guess, but why? Doesn't Mackenzie Gore get a shot at the bullpen? Like, you can argue the same thing left and right. I don't know.
The only thing I could think, I mean, Gore hasn't had a great year in the minors this year. He's got like an over 5 ERA, but he's also only thrown 20 innings in the minors this year too. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's why they're just saving his arm.
Literally, like one pitch that resulted in a 3-run home run or something could be the difference in that ERA being a 5-something and a 3-something. You know,
exactly.
And I could bring up like, maybe service time manipulation, but the Padres aren't super notorious for that. Like, they obviously brought up Tatis right off the rip as soon as he was ready. Yeah. And then, I mean, guys like Trent Grisham, they brought him up, and he's been coming, like, as soon as they're ready, they bring him up because they've had to for years. They had to, like, rely on those prospects and shit. So I think that they're used to it. So I don't know what they're doing here waiting on Gore so long. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Me either.
But another thing that doesn't make any sense to me, or a lot of people, Chris Davis's career lately, it's over officially. He retires after 13 years. He collected 295 home runs. His best season was 2013. He hit 53 home runs, 138 RBIs, and finished 3rd in MVP voting that year.
That's nuts.
This kind of hits me close to the heart. Like, I always, like, I was pulling for Chris Davis year in and year out, dude. A Rangers boy, Rangers prospect, ended up, flourishing once he got out of the Rangers system and got into an everyday playing position with Baltimore. And, like I said, came out and hit fucking 53 dingers. And apparently, after the 2013 season where he hit those fucking home runs, MLB was like, hey, bro, by the way, Adderall, you can't take that. And he was like, I've been prescribed it my entire life. You guys have given me clearance for the last 7 years to take it. Why now? And they were like, we changed it. Can't have it. So then, he had to switch up his ADHD medication, which who knows how much that actually went into play of, like, his performance, but it's a
dude. I'll straight up say, as a guy with an Adderall prescription, yeah, it 100% makes a difference when you're on it versus when you're not on it.
Right. I mean, it's just insane. Like, how can you? It's the same thing with like the substances on the mound. How can you just expect these people to just stop? You can't tell them
cold turkey it.
Right. Steroids, I get it because they are illegal. They're whatever. You get busted, you're suspended. I get it. But fucking Adderall, like a mental health fucking medicine, what the fuck? How? Where is your line there? It's just so insane. Leave the guys alone. Let them take their fucking medicine.
It's MLB for you.
Yeah. I mean, you could even, like, I know this isn't anywhere near that, but you could go for making the same case with, like, fucking chewing tobacco, like fucking dip and all that. A lot of these stadiums are cutting down on allowing players to chew, and they're like, oh, sick, cool. So, people have chewed in this game since it became a thing. Like, 170 years we've been chewing fucking tobacco, and now you're just like, hey, don't do it. Like, it becomes a crutch. I get it, but people get used to fucking using that. So how can you just pull that shit away from them? It doesn't make any sense.
I think we should go back to just burn them in the dugout,
That's what I'm saying. Just ripping heaters.
Ripping heaters and drinking fucking cold beers. That's the way it should be. I think the 13 Red Sox had it right, or 14, whatever year it was.
Eating fried chicken in the dugout, or in the
beers.
clubhouse, rather.
Hell yeah.
That's it, man. It's just a fucking game at the end of the day, dude. Just a game.
Right.
Also, who's not? The Orioles and the Cubs. I know, boys, you feel good about this one with the old Cubbies. Both teams have lost 11 in a row. The Orioles sit 32 games out of first place with a negative 201 run differential, which is by far the worst in the league. And I also read that this is the Cubs' second 11-game losing streak this season.
Yeah, the other one came after they threw the combined no-hitter. That's what started the 11-game losing streak then.
That's right.
And then the sell-off happened.
Yeah, unreal.
Yeah, the sell-off I get for Chicago, I mean, it just it sucks. Like, as a fan, like, for me, I'm not mad, and I'm looking forward to the future, and I'm, like, doing my homework on all these prospects they just picked up and all that. It made sense, right? Like, you had to do it. But it is, like, it sucks, right? Like, your team is going to be absolutely garbage the rest of this year and maybe for a couple more years. So,
yeah, you just have to get excited about prospects. That's all you can do at that point. It's what we went through as Blues fans for freaking ever.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sitting here, man. I was hype over fucking Jack Leiter, and I don't even know if we'll see him in the next 2 or 3 years. Like, I'm ready for it, bro.
Right.
I'm ready. Let's talk some injuries real quick. One of you guys just want to rattle these off, just get them over with?
Yeah, I got. You want it, Tone?
You go ahead, dude.
All right, big dog. So George Springer is back on, well, not on the IL, but he's day-to-day. So he's injured again with a left ankle sprain. He came back from the IL on June 22nd, and he has just been crushing the shit out of the ball with a 979 OPS. So hopefully it's nothing serious. It was a hamstring before, so left ankle, it's not the same injury. So hopefully there's nothing recurring there. Yu Darvish is on the 10-day IL with lower back tightness. He's been kind of fighting that. I think he got pulled from his last start a little bit early because of it as well. So hopefully he only misses the one start, and he'll be back soon. And then Huascar Ynoa will be activated tomorrow night versus the Marlins, which is awesome because he's been out since May 17th. So was that 4 months that we've been, or 3 months, without him after he fractured his hand punching a wall. So, hopefully he learned his lesson on that one.
Right.
So a little bit of good news at the end of the injuries there.
Yeah, I fully expect him to come out and Shohei Ohtani the shit out of it and pitch well, hit a couple more dingers, get after it.
Another grand slam.
Huascar Ynoa, dude. Real quick before we move into our little cool stuff segment.
Yeah.
Derek here asked how long the Cubs are going to be stuck with Jason Hayward. Forever, bro.
That 4 years left on that contract.
I don't know, man. Yeah, you can't dump that contract. Nobody's going to take him.
Not until maybe the very end and some type of like salary dump thing, like the Cardinals did with Dexter Fowler.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't think you're going to get anywhere near anything for him. It would just have to be, a Hayward for a nobody, and you take his contract.
So they got 2 years left after this year, by the way. So
okay. That's
not as bad as I thought it was, but still.
So
$22 million for the next 2 years each.
Well, he'll be gone before the team starts rebuilding and coming back. So no need to worry about that. So a little bit of cool stuff here, boys. We had the Field of Dreams game the other day. First off, how did you guys feel about it?
I don't think it could have gone any better.
I agree. I think it was amazing. I went back and finally watched the recaps of everything because we had softball that night, Tone, so I didn't get to watch it. But I watched the recaps and all that, and it was just very well done. Got old Costner out there on the field having a catch and just get sick, man. I loved it.
It was cool.
It was actually the most watched MLB regular season game in 16 years.
Dude, awesome. That's the shit MLB needs to keep doing,
right,
man.
Exactly. You need to do shit like that. You need to get get mics on the players, have more player interviews throughout games and that shit.
Yeah.
Like do it almost like the All-Star game where you interview players in the middle of the game and start talking to them. That's when you get to know the people and actually get that genuine attachment to these people and actually get to know who they are. So I think that they're moving in the right direction. This is a very rare win for Rob Manfred.
It is, man. I can't remember the last time that MLB did something where everybody unanimously agreed that it was a great experience. I mean, you had I heard Tony La Russa couldn't be there for the game because he had a funeral he had to go to. But he watched it with his family in Florida, and he was interviewed later, and he said it was an incredible success. And then you have these young kids that are saying it was a success. The fans loved it. The reporters loved it. Everybody loved it. It was awesome.
So that's the shit we need. Yeah,
it was great. We've also got Miguel Cabrera sitting on 499 home runs right now. So we're on 500 watch, and once he gets 500, man, we're giving him a big old kiss for sure. He's off tonight, but then he starts a series at home versus the Angels. He's trying to become the second active player in the 500 home run club, joining Mr. Albert Pujols.
He's also got an outside shot at 3,000 hits.
I know.
This year.
I was just gonna look it up when you.
It's probably so he'd have to have a few multi-hit games in order to get it. So it's probably going to be a next year thing.
Yeah.
But he's still got 2 years left on that contract, so he's going to get it.
Yeah, he's got 2,951 hits right now. So, you could accrue 49. You can get it. It's Miggy, dude. He can do anything. He's crazy.
Sure.
That's I do wish Pujols was still with the Angels for this series. That'd be really cool if Cabrera hit it while Pujols was in town.
Yeah,
that would be cool, actually.
Hey, tell me about Max Scherzer, Tone.
Max Scherzer has been rumored to be, let's see, I guess not rumored, but John Heyman actually reported that the Angels could be a top suitor for Max Scherzer this winter. Interesting.
Yes.
I don't know if I believe it because the Angels never do what they should do.
Right.
But I think we all agree that going after a big name pitcher, even an older one in Scherzer, is still heading in the right direction.
I was going to say he's old enough for the Angels to be looking at now. So he's got that out of the way.
He's old enough. He's old enough for them to overpay for.
Yes.
Right.
But hopefully he will at least give you some pretty damn effective, 2 or 3 years.
Well, it could also just be the veteran presence they need for all those young pitching, prospects that they do have.
Yeah.
All those 20 guys that they just drafted that were all pitchers.
Right.
Yeah.
And everybody that they acquired at the trade deadline was also pitchers.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they know their weakness, so at least they're getting after it, and at least there's these types of rumors saying, they could be involved in shit like this. You want to see it. You want to see Shohei Ohtani, and you want to see Trout. You want to see them contending and competing in the playoffs. And
they play meaningful September baseball.
Right.
That's all you want.
Right.
What else do you think they need other than? They need. Bare minimum one big name starter, but probably another one too, right? Probably.
I think at least 2.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't hurt to throw a mid-grade one in there too.
Yeah.
So,
no shit.
an Odorizzi or something.
Yeah. Trade for John Gray, dude.
That'd be a good one for them. They could make that work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or Sonny Gray.
Anybody, dude. Anybody. Just get someone out there. I want to see that team do well so bad.
Yeah. You boys see old Lars Nootbaar? he got rung up by the umpire after only 2 strikes.
Like the
And better
umpire
yet,
lost count?
The umpire lost count, and better yet, it happened twice to him in the same game.
No way, dude.
That's when you just look at the ump. You're like, bro, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I would just turn around and be like, 1, 2,
yeah.
3.
He said something the first time, and like the second time, the umpire he did the punch out call, and then just went like he immediately realized what he did, and he didn't even turn around. The batter didn't even turn around the second time. So
also,
dude.
What a dope name, Lars
yeah.
Newt Bar, dude.
Oh yeah. The whole crowd going Newt.
Oh, and then let's see where we at. We got number 2 prospect Spencer Torkelson for the Tigers, called up to AAA ahead of schedule, so that looks pretty good for the old rebuild going on up in Detroit.
Yeah,
we'll see him in September.
Yeah, dude, that would be tight. I know Torkelson was drafted, after his 3 years in college, correct? So he's a little bit older. I think he's probably major league ready at any point. I mean, especially for the Tigers, do like a Dansby Swanson type situation where, you get drafted and then you're in the majors a year later because you spent that time in college and you performed in the minors. And if you're ready to go, you're ready to go, man. Pull him up and let's see.
He's trending that way. They originally said he was going to spend this whole year in AA, and then he would go to AAA next year. They'd kind of see from there, but good for him.
Yeah, exactly. When you're ready, you're ready. And good for Detroit, too, the organization, for recognizing that it was time for him to move up and not holding him back.
There's so many fucking teams that do that, and it drives me nuts. It doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if these guys are absolutely raking at AA, which is it's a hitter's league. Like they talk about that. AA is the hitter's league. AAA is the pitcher's league. So if you're raking in AA, move them up to AAA. See how they do against better tiered pitching. See what's going on there. And that gives you a gauge for, like you said, Dan, either September or Tone, the start of next year. You might see him in the majors right off the fucking bat. So it's nice to see them, like you said, doing that.
It'd be really cool. And also really cool was Chris Sale getting a win in his first start in 2 freaking years.
2 years and a day.
Yeah, he came out and was blazing, man. Struck out 8, didn't walk anybody, and only allowed 2 runs in just a freaking blowout 16-2 win over Baltimore. Which, again, Baltimore, okay, but still, you haven't pitched in 2 years, man. That's awesome. That's huge.
Yeah. I think that this is going to be a very good thing for Boston, and it'll probably be the thing that keeps them in the playoffs.
Sure.
I think Sale's going to come back and just bounce back. They're going to have to ride him because the rest of their pitching isn't great. But, if you can, they've got a good enough lead now, not even a lead, but they're in a good enough position now to where that extra arm like that helps you so much. So we'll see.
That we will.
Last cool thing we'll talk about here real quick before we move into our boys is Whit Merrifield. He broke the Kansas City record with his 422nd. God bless.
You got it.
422nd consecutive game played.
There it is.
It's the longest streak by any player in the major since Hunter Pence played in 468 consecutive from 2012 to 2014.
Nice.
And another cool thing just to tack onto it, it's Whit Merrifield. He's appeared at 6 different positions since this streak began. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, just Mr. Versatility out there. And it ain't no fucking Cal Ripken. We will never see anything like that ever again. But it's cool to see shit like this actually happen. I think for a long time, Prince was like a runner for this too, because he played in every single game for like 4 seasons straight or some shit. He was the next highest like consecutive games played guy, and he was at like 500 games or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. All right, fellers. How do we feel about our boys? We're going to talk about our ones from last week and get into the new ones. Shut the fuck up, Tom. I don't know what you're laughing about. Yeah, way to go, dude. Way to go.
Yeah.
I'm streaking, boys. Like Will Ferrell and Old School, just streaking.
Going streaking.
Whatever, dude. I had Trey Turner. You had Jose Ramirez. Dan, you had Bryce Harper. Let's talk about it. Go ahead. Who's the first one?
Yeah, that's fair. You want to talk about an ultimate cool off, man?
Right.
Boy was absolutely crushing the shit out of the ball, and then he decided to go 3 for 16. I mean, he did have 8 walks, so that was real cool.
Yeah,
but he had 7 strikeouts, so that kind of fucking killed me.
That jump between his 188 average to 440 on base is insane.
Yeah.
188 average and a 940 OPS. That's
and
stupid.
he still slugged 500 too. So I mean, when he got his hits, he made them fucking count. But I just didn't get enough of them. So he hit a dinger, 8 total bases. So I mean, again, he got on base a shit ton, just not enough for me. So only 22.5 boy points for your boy.
That's
boy
all right.
I still love boy points, guys.
Me too.
I laugh every time I see the words boy points.
I make sure to say it because I do love it so much.
Yes.
All right, let's move into second place. I also had 22.5 boy points with Trey Turner. I gave myself second place just because of his sexy slide, so I threw that into the stats.
Fair. I'll allow that shit all day long.
He was 7 for 26. He did bat 269, so that's what that comes out to.
I just saw you put one sexy slide on the bottom.
Yeah, dude, it counts. That's got to be an extra point, bro. He was on base 310. His slugging was way down 346, so it only came out to a 656 OPS. No home runs, only 9 total bases, 3 RBIs, 7 runs, 1 walk, 1 K. 1 walk, 1 K. So it's not like he was being patient, but also wasn't jumping on the ball.
Right.
And he did have a stolen base in that ever so sexy slide. That was beautiful.
It was the smoothest shit ever.
Yeah, I wanted that shit in my veins, bro.
He literally went down and up in one. It was all one motion.
And the little twisty spin pirouette at the top, bro. Oh, God. I was dreaming about it.
Yeah. 10 out of 10.
All right, go ahead. Talk about him.
Jose Ramirez. He, I'd say went off. I don't know, not went off, but yeah, he had a really, really, really good week. 250 average, but a 364 on base, 679 slug. Love to see that. 1.042 OPS. He had 2 bombs, 19 total bases.
Yeah, that'll do it right
there. 7 ribs, 4 runs, 5 walks, 6 strikeouts, and a stolen base.
Mm-hmm.
It's still, I've been watching this dude play. I love him, and I've been watching him play for years now. It still surprises me every time I see him steal bags.
Yeah. Me too. I know that
he's just not built like a. Yeah, I don't know, but that all came out to 37 boy points, so that's another win for me. I'm up 9 to 5.5 to 4.5.
Yeah, you're killing it.
Yep.
I get it. Whatever. Real quick, I want to touch on Jose Ramirez.
I do too.
2018, he had 39 dingers and 34 stolen bases.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous.
That's like the sneakiest near 40-40 I've ever heard.
Yeah. He's so clutch. Was it the end of
last year?
It was the end of last year, right? The end of 2020 when it, like every night he was just walking it off for them.
Yeah. And just hitting home run after home run.
Yeah,
he had like 6 home runs in a week span or some shit.
Yeah, it just got to the point where you just didn't want to see anybody but him up in the 7th, 8th, or 9th.
Right. Yeah, I think he slugged like 20, or his OPS was like 2,200 for a week or some shit. It was just crazy.
Jesus.
All right, well, let's talk about our boys this week. I'm gonna win. I've got. Oh my God.
Why do I got to be donkey?
Because you lost. You were last place. That's why.
Whatever, dude.
Do you love this though?
I do love this so much, bro. So much. You know I'm a Shrek boy at heart, bro.
I know you are.
Well, you won last week. Go ahead and talk about your boy then, Tone.
Yeah, I got Eloy Jimenez this week. He's been playing pretty well since he came back. He's got 4 at home against Oakland, 3 at Tampa Bay, so not like incredible matchups, but I don't think it matters for a guy like him. I mean, I think he's going to be competitive no matter who he's playing against. So hopefully having 7 games will just add to his stats. So
I agree. I chose Mr. Ozzy Albies. He's obviously, we talked about it earlier, he's on fire right now, kind of putting the team on his back a little bit. So hopefully he rides it out and doesn't fizzle out like a Mr. Bryce Harper did last week. I don't know. He's got 3 at Miami and 3 at Baltimore. So not great teams, but it's also on the road, and Miami's got great pitching. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just excited that Miami can't fucking bean Acuna this series.
That's fair. That's totally fair. And I went ahead and went with Will, not the Fresh Prince Smith, out in L.A.
Oh my God, I just put it together from the text earlier.
Really?
I just put it together. Yeah, I was like, we were talking
God
in our group
damn.
chat about who our boys were going to be this week, and I said Ozzy, and Dan was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and take the Fresh Prince, and I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? I get it now. All right.
Welcome back to the 90s, my
I'm
friend.
here, bro. I'm here.
So, he is on a tear. He plays at home all week, 7 games, 3 against the Pirates, which is awesome, and 4 against the Mets, who are in the middle of a brutal road stretch right now. So I like that matchup. And he's actually homered in 3 straight coming into today. So hopefully he continues that stretch and gets me a goddamn win, or at least makes Tone not win.
I know, no shit. Yeah, I don't even care if you win, Dan. We just got to get Tone to not win.
I'm about to start combining our stats and just competing against him. And he would have still almost beat us last week.
Yeah, no shit. Get your bear claw out of here, you
What?
dingus.
Oh,
And that is we are referencing a back scratcher, not anything else.
Right.
When we talk about Tone's bear claw.
Does Will Smith look like Sid from Toy Story? Because I think he looks like Sid from Toy Story.
yeah.
A little bit.
I'll give it to you.
I see it. All right, so we're going to spin the wheel now to see how we're doing next week.
Okay.
I've got the wheel. I've got our names pulled up, okay?
Real quick, can I just mention that I've been kicking your guys' ass and
I know.
picking
With
from,
the Central. Yeah, I
picking
know.
from the
I got it.
Central. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Tone, you got notes ready? Take them down. You're first.
All right, I'm first.
Yep. And then, no more and then. It is Dan, you are second.
Okay.
Leaves me with whatever gets left at the end of this spin. Yeah.
All right, Tone.
Oh my God, Tone, I shit you not, bro. Bro, I swear. It's the
I
craziest thing.
swear.
That's
It's not affecting him. He's still fucking winning.
that's
even
what I'm
picking the
saying.
Central.
Yeah.
All right, what do I
Mr.
got?
Dan, you got the East.
All
So
right.
I have the West for next week.
All right.
Oh, all right.
Tone, I don't know why you're even stressing.
Right.
I'm starting to run out of guys, okay? There's only so many.
Well, that's good. Get all of your Central guys out of the way and then leave it with us.
Actually,
Right,
that
we're
is
not gonna have shit.
that is kind of true. I'd rather have the Central now than later.
Yeah, you're getting
Yeah.
all your
You guys are
Central
gonna
boys.
You guys are gonna have shit to pick from by the time one of you gets the Central.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pick Harrison fucking Bader at one point, probably.
Yeah. There's a couple guys still lingering in the center in the back of my mind, but
yeah.
we
There's,
might
I
have-
mean,
we might have to open it up for pitchers here soon.
yeah, yeah.
All righty, boys. Is that it? What do you think?
I think that's all she
True,
wrote.
I
man.
think that's it. Hold on, though.
Whoa, did we
Big.
both just say that?
You did, but I want to keep this up because I love it so much.
All
Thank
right,
you.
I'll allow that.
I just want to thank everybody for tuning in this week and listening, and whether you did it on the live stream or on whatever streaming platforms you listen to us on. If you want to watch the live stream, we are on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. That's all at Upper Decker Pod. That's where we live stream everything too. We also have TikTok and Instagram, Upper Decker Pod. Get in while the getting's good because we haven't posted shit to there yet, but we're coming up with things. So it's on the to-do list. Tone, if they want to listen to us, where can they do that, buddy?
Yes, if you don't, for some reason, want to watch our beautiful faces and you just want to listen to us,
Do you want to look at
You-
Shrek Photoshops? Like, it's crazy. We do
Right.
dumb shit
That's-
all the time.
That's professional level Photoshop. Why
Oh,
would
I-
you not want to look at that?
I don't even see like the mismatch in Eloy's face to Shrek's chin at all.
no.
What are you talking about?
Exactly. It's perfect.
But if for some reason you can only listen to us, you can search for Upper Decker Podcast on any streaming platform, pretty much Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, tons of other platforms. If you go to our anchor page, anchor.fm/Upper Decker Pod, you can see the full list of every platform that we're streaming on. While you are there, leave us a review or a rating. It helps us move our name up a little bit and get more exposure. And then if you want to help us out in other ways, we will take your money, and Dan
We
will tell you
will.
how to do that.
We absolutely
Money.
will. First, you can sign up to be a monthly contributor at anchor.fm/Upper Decker Pod /support. You can sign up for monthly amounts of 99 cents or $4.99, or if you want to be real cool, you can sign up for $9.99. And if you want to give us just a whole lot more money than that, you can head on over to paypal.me/upperdeckerpod, and you can make a one-time donation in any denomination that you want. And keep in mind, $20 or more, you can tell Ty to do stupid shit or say stupid shit on the air, and it'll be hilarious. I think he just removed himself, because why wouldn't he?
I was trying to move myself to the bottom so I could play peekaboo like Tone.
And also, all of that money goes back into the show, so it helps with the website, so upperdeckerpod.com. If you haven't been over there yet, it helps us maintain the site. It helps us to get more merch live for you guys. Hopefully, by next week, I will be able to model off some of our sexy merch for you guys.
Woo!
So you guys can kind of see what you're buying ahead of time, and it'll be awesome. There's the site right there, upperdeckerpod.com. Look at them shorts.
Look at
I
them.
gotta get me some of those.
Right? Those hats are sexy as
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Head
Big
on
fan.
over there,
And
guys.
while you're there, you can check out all of our episodes as well. The most recent one will be at the top of the page.
Hell
It's a good
yeah.
place for it.
God, I love it. Right up top where it should be. Thank you guys so much. It's been a pleasure. I've had a great time, but I'm ready to go. I will see you guys next week on episode 78 of the Upper Decker Podcast.
Yeah.